Sometimes it's difficult and emotional to be a sports fan in the city of Atlanta. However, when it comes to the Atlanta Hawks, we are true to Atlanta.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go!
Hey everybody, welcome to a brand new episode of The Sticker, where I explore the stories behind the stickers I've collected on my camera case. And normally that has to do with work projects or has to do with travel, but today it actually has to do with the Atlanta Hawks. I grew up a Lakers fan, being from California, but we've lived in Atlanta so long that I now consider myself a Hawks fan. And we have transferred our love for basketball that always, my dad loved basketball, I love basketball. I've transferred it on to my kids as well. And we've been to several games as a family, and my middle daughter and I have been the most. She and I have kind of turned it into a daddy-daughter kind of thing. Instead of the daddy-daughter dance every year, she wants to go to a Hawks game. And so she has my love for basketball and the NBA. And I remember the first game I took her to was actually in the playoffs in 2017. It was first round. The Hawks didn't make it past that first round, but it was her first game that she'd ever been to. We screamed our heads off and we had such a good time, and I taught her all the things about going to a professional sports game, including sportsmanship and when to cheer and when not to, and we don't boo the other team. And even to this day, I would say that was probably one of my favorite experiences I have with my daughter. We've been to see the Wizards, we've been to see the Heat, we've seen the Celtics, the Clippers, the Thunder. In fact, I took her to see the Lakers because I grew up a Lakers fan, but a Kobe Bryant fan. I got to see Kobe play, and I wanted her to be able to see some of the greatest of the new generation of basketball. So I never got to see Michael Jordan play, even though he's my favorite player of all time. Kobe is my second favorite. I got to see him play, and I know that even though I'm personally not, and she's not a fan of LeBron James, I wanted her to be able to see one of the greatest basketball players of this era. Her favorite player in the league is Steph Curry. And so I actually surprised her with tickets, didn't tell her that we were going to see the Golden State Warriors play. And this was in the height of when the Warriors were just dominating the NBA. So I surprised her with tickets and actually didn't tell her till basically we were getting in the car. Hawks and Warriors, baby, you and me. Let's go. This was back in 2018 at the height of Golden State's dynasty. If you've ever been to a Hawks game, you know that in the fourth quarter, if the opposing team misses 2 free throws in a row, the entire arena gets a free Chick-fil-A sandwich. So every game we've ever been to, we're always screaming as loud as we can when the other team is shooting free throws in the fourth quarter, because if they miss, we get free Chick-fil-A. And of all the games we've been to, we've never gotten free Chick-fil-A. Except for that Warriors game against the Hawks when JaVale McGee missed 2 free throws. The entire arena just exploded in excitement over a $4 Chick-fil-A sandwich, but we thank JaVale McGee for the free Chick-fil-A. Most recently, my daughter and I went to see the Atlanta Hawks take on the Milwaukee Bucks in the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021. And the seats were super expensive, and it made me nervous even spending that much money on a 3-hour event. However, it was probably one of my favorite games I've ever seen. Even though the Hawks did not win the series, it was fantastic to just see the Hawks playing so well and the city coming together behind the Hawks to cheer them on. One other funny story at a Hawks game was when my youngest daughter wanted her picture with Harry the Hawk, and he's our mascot. I think he's rated like the best mascot in the NBA, and she really wanted her picture with him. And so my wife spent most of the game, I believe it was against the Miami Heat, she spent most of the game trying to track down Harry the Hawk to just get her picture taken. Eventually, after 3 quarters of trying to track down this mascot, they finally got a hold of him, and Addie got her picture.
Thank you so much, Harry. Trying to find you all night.
The rest of us watched the game and enjoyed that while my wife and youngest were chasing Harry the Hawk around the arena. We love going to Hawks games and we love basketball, but we go not just because of the sport. We also go because it's a fun, entertaining, safe place that we can go create long-lasting memories as a family.